What's up, fart sniffers? I'm Dan Mott, and I'm just driving in my car. Welcome to episode 4. So, not much of an update today. On a day-by-day basis, especially at this point in time, things move pretty slow. I still work a full-time job, so I do have, limited time to actually work on some of the things to be able to take the Smokin Pepper products to market, or just even grow the brand. So I have to be pretty strategic about when and how I do things. I try and get as much done in my downtime, like lunch breaks, or just at night when after my wife goes to bed, just whenever I find time. A trick I often use is like the 5-minute rule. It's something that I refer to as being able to find strategic activities that can be done within 5 minutes at the period of time, so that way it's like in between meetings, or on an elevator, or just whenever you find that you have just a free extra minute or two to be able to take advantage of it. And specifically for that, I reserve that for growing either my Instagram account or the Smokin Pepper account. It's just really easy to go in there and do some things that will help build that brand or increase engagement with my audiences. So I ran a lot of errands yesterday though for Smokin Pepper. A lot of it was just like packaging stuff. I had to get like twine to wrap the label. It's really shaky right now. Twine to wrap the label, like tested that all out. Packaging in terms of actually like shipping it, stuff like that. So I got some good testing done. I still need to work on it a little bit more, just identify the way that it's going to look the best, or the way that it's going to ship the best. It's not just the product itself, it's the whole delivery system, how everything gets to, whenever you buy a product, you want to, not only do you want to buy the product, but you want the customer service to go along with it. You want it to ship nicely to you, safely to you, especially, but then, just to kind of have the quick shipping, the support behind it is hypercritical for growing an audience. Also, good practice is not to just sit in the middle of the road like this asshole. Probably should not also talk to your phone while you're driving. But fuck it, that's for another day. Yeah, so not much of an update. I wanted to talk about something today, and now I can't remember what it is. That always happens. I got so much going on in the morning, and I come up with ideas and stuff like that, and then there's kind of a break period where I'm getting my shit together, getting ready for the day, and then just walking out the door. And a lot of times, stuff falls through the cracks. I knew I didn't have much updates for today, but essentially I just wanted to go through like the processes that I use, and how I get stuff done. Kind of going back to the point that I really don't have much time in the day. You gotta take advantage of those opportune moments to work on your side hustle. To my job is what pays the bills, right? So I don't have time to slip up on that. Like, I still have to maintain everything that I'm doing with my job. I need to fulfill all my duties for my my employment. However, I obviously want to build and grow this brand. So I have to use what little resources, what time I have available to me to be able to do so. And that means like staying up late and taking advantage of lunch breaks. Like yesterday, I had to run to the post office to pick up shipping materials. On my way home, I stopped and picked up more stuff. And then just it's a matter of course going home, spending time with family. For me, it's my wife, so you know, making sure that I'm nurturing everything that I'm doing, and not just concentrating on one thing. Like, I have a lot of things going on in my life. I have my employment. I have my, you know, personal friends and family relationships that you have to maintain. If you want a side hustle, you have to focus on that. If you know, any other revenue sources, any other thing that gets you by, like, you need to allocate time to all of them. You can't, obviously you have to prioritize at certain times, but you can't neglect any of those. So you have to be able to maintain them. And a lot of times, the more and more that you put on your plate, you know, obviously the less and less time that can be allocated to each accordingly. So that's why, you know, progress can be super slow with the side hustle, and that's why you do just need to stay up late. And I like to play video games. It's, you know, one of my favorite pastimes, but a lot of times I just don't get to play because it's more conducive for me to spend that extra hour working on Smokin Pepper to actually get it to market. Because say if it takes me 100 hours to actually get to the point where I can sell my first product, and I only have, you know, 3 spare hours a day, I have to absolutely maximize all 3 of those hours. Otherwise, it just extends the period of time it's going to take me overall. And I think you know, a lot of people can forget that, and they'll put everything into you know, working their asses off, and a lot of times they forget to allocate time for relationships or for even themselves. I mean, that's what burnout is, right? It's just you push yourself too hard, you don't sleep enough, you work too much, you don't get enough leisure time. So literally a lot of times what I'll do is I'll schedule like video game time. It's easy enough for me to allocate time to you know, to my wife, or talking with friends on the phone, catching up with them. That comes naturally to me, so that's not too big of an issue. Burnout for me, however, is something that certainly can happen. So a lot of times what I'll do is know that you know, if I've been busting my ass all week, I might come home and say, you know, I'm not going to do anything, and I'm going to make sure I spent like a good 3 hours playing video games tonight, and that just helps me unwind and helps me reset, and you know, get ready to be able to put that much more into it the next days. Because when you are working, you want to be as efficient as possible. You want to, when you have such few hours, you know, during the end of the day or wherever you find them, you want to take complete advantage of them. You don't want to be burnt out. You don't want to be half working. You don't want to be distracted. So it's a lot more beneficial to take the time, to take the one night out of that week, the 3 hours, to just veg out, to decompress, to get a lot of that stress off your shoulders, because you'll be that much more productive you know, the rest of the week when you have those blocks of hours each time. So that was really all I wanted to get off my chest this morning. Just finishing out the week strong. I got a lot done yesterday, so felt really good about that. Had a nice long weekend, so that's, you know, that's my time, my decompression time for this week. So I should be able to go strong through the weekend. But we've been traveling for the past 7 weekends, so I am looking forward to just sitting on my ass this weekend. But I know that'll get old fast, so I'm sure a lot of that time will be dedicated to Smokin Pepper, which I'm pretty excited about. So until tomorrow, yeah. Peace out, fuckers.